Welcome to the Down the Middle podcast, battlers. It's Joel and H. Don't know why I started so flat. I should have pumped that up a little bit more. How are you, H?
I'm good, mate. Sorry about last week. No potty last week. Yeah,
Yeah, ran into a little bit of just some life. I was away for 3 days actually.
yeah,
I was away for Monday night, Tuesday night. I was stuffed on Wednesday. Went away on Year 7 camp. Tell you what, 100, 13-year-olds. That'll tuck you out a fair bit, far out. That wrecked me.
yeah. That's fair enough, mate. So yeah,
And
back to the
then
potty this week.
back to the potty, big week. I want to actually, I want to start. I want to start with a little shout out. Shout out to good neighbors. Fucking having good neighbors is just good. Um, we're all sort of starting to look at the season and go, yep, let's get the lawn sorted and whatever. And bloke across the road, he started first. So he's been mowing and he's got some topsoil down. Message yesterday, hey, you want 5 rolls of turf? I said, mate, absolutely. I will take 5 rolls of turf. Filled in a few little patches, a few little dead spots, dug a big hole in the front lawn, filled that in. I'm like, you know what? I deserve that, but I appreciate that
Yeah,
too.
yeah, that's good.
What happened there, mate? I couldn't hear anything, so don't stress.
Um, yeah, you just got someone that wants to roll a suitcase around when they know you're recording. That's all right. Um,
Still going. It's still going in the background, but we
yeah,
can't hear it. It's okay. But
okay,
anyway,
that's good.
shout out to the bloke across the road because that was a big lift. I went, yep. And I'd only said to Leah like 2 days before, I'm like, see that dirt patch there, that dirt patch there. We're fixing
Yeah,
that. I'm gonna, get into it. So it's thrown my timing out maybe a little bit because now I've got to protect some grass and I'll be cutting some other. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's out the back. I don't really care. It's not a big issue. And
yeah.
the
I'm
other
not
bit
going
out,
to do mine until October. Get back from
yeah.
holidays.
We
So
might, you know what? When the footy finishes, I think we might do a couple of episodes on grass. Why not?
yeah, maybe
Why not?
we document it, mate.
But
Yeah, mine would be hopefully a good change. Be
are you going a
interesting.
big? Well, are you going a big Reno?
I'm going to do a big run on the back. The front, I've got the front in Buffalo, so it's a bit too hard. No, can't do too
What's
much.
out
But
the
then,
back? What's out the back?
oh, I think it's just like cool or I think it's something. But so I'll go hard at that one.
Get it right down and level it out and all that. Yep, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got
So
Buffalo too, so I'm not going to go too hard on it. Just want to get rid of a bit of the dead stuff and get a bit of just even it out.
yeah. So
I'm gonna I'm gonna let it grow. I've been cutting it short the last 2 years. I'm gonna let it grow. Gonna go spongy for the next 12 months.
yeah,
See how that goes. Anyway, we'll
yeah,
see.
nice.
Speaking of grass, one of the great games played on grass, rugby league. You like that segue? That was pretty good.
It is. That's good.
Um, you got the Premier's jersey on, mate. The Sharks going good.
Yeah, mate. We finally last week got over the hoodoo. It was seven final games in a row that we've lost. I think it's been 3 years, so it's good. Played a good 60 minutes, I would say. 20 minutes a
Only
little bit.
only 60. Don't give yourself any more.
Nah, only 60. But yeah, we got the job done in the first half. I think they sort of maybe not cruised a little bit, but just took the foot off the pedal and when they shouldn't have, and the Cowboys sort of tried to make a come back, but they didn't.
Look, there's two ways of looking at that. You sort of go, you should be playing for the whole, you should be going as hard as you can for the whole 80 minutes, which I agree with. But also, as you said, let me just double check. We've got the scores up here. You didn't score a try, in the second half, but leading 24-0 at halftime.
Yeah,
I understand it's a knockout game. It's not just middle of the season, round 12 against the Cowboys. It's a knockout final.
yeah,
But 24-0 up, they still went out there and defended relatively okay. They let a couple of
yeah. We
tries
did
in.
good. Yeah,
But that's all they had to do to get to this week. And if not that, I don't know, they probably weren't going out there to necessarily take the foot off the pedal, to rest everything up and do whatever. But
Yeah,
if they come out with less injuries, if they come out, we'll talk about injuries because I think there's potentially some people missing, but that's the risk that you run when you go on 100% for these
yeah,
4 games in a row is that people are going to get injured. So if you can try and protect a few people here and there, like it's anyway, got the job done. I'm sure you'd be
yeah,
pretty happy, especially after the week before with the loss to the Storm. It's a good little bounce back.
yeah. Or maybe we played good in that. Well, we played a good first 40 minutes. We held in there. We'd be only losing 14-10, and the defense just got into us, and then Melbourne just clipped that gear. When you're tired, they make it like they punish you.
Yeah, they make you pay.
And yeah, and you see that one and two are just way above the rest of the team. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just glad that we got the win last week. So we people stop a little bit with fake sort of,
Look, I think the biggest thing, and you said it, three final series in a row, 7 games in a row. Um, Sharks finished fourth in the regular season, and now we've got the top 4 teams playing in the major semi. I think that's the biggest win for the Sharks. Probably a really big win for Craig Fitzgibbon, sorry. Like that shows that well, look, we've had our question marks over him. I think over the last couple of years, that shows that team is getting better. So
mm,
to come fourth, and then to be able to get through to the major, I think that it probably shows something.
yeah, I think it's just finally clicked. And especially look at the 2 previous years. Last year we should have beat the Roosters.
Mm,
We let that go. The year before we should have beat the Cowboys at home. We let that
mm,
go. So it's not like that we've been outplayed all the time. It's just we just didn't take our chances in all them in both them games and get costly. And then you come up against teams winning the previous week and you get rolled. So,
yeah.
but yeah,
Happy
it's
with
finally
Nico
finally.
Hines?
I was really happy with him actually. You still people bagging him and stuff like that, but these are people that can't play footy for shit, or they're or they're fat journos that just have got to sell their papers. And I was thinking I would if we reported I would have said last week let Trindle do it all, and Hines just got to pass the ball and do his little flashy moments here and there,
Hmm.
and just play the simple game. That's all we need him for. We don't need him to not go back when he won the Daily M and think when he had no stress, like no media on him, and look what he could do now. That He's got the media. He's got all this sort of people gunning for him. People like to kick him while down and
Yeah.
keep going.
He's copped
Um,
heaps.
but
He's
yeah,
copped heaps.
oh, it's ridiculous, mate. And you look at some of the other players that haven't played that well this year, and they don't get nothing said about him.
Yeah.
And it's just because he's that flavour and they can roll with it.
Trindle, I thought, did pretty well to, sort of hang in there. Lots of talk now, obviously, with the November 1 deadline coming.
He
Trindle's
says he's going to
price, what's
hit
he
the free
worth?
agency.
Did you hear what Joey Johns said the other day?
He's not worth more than 500K.
Oh, did you hear what Joey Johns said?
I did not hear what.
8 to 900.
No, you crazy, mate. If the Sharks come in and go, hey, we can offer you 600, I'll be going, fuck, right, and if someone else comes 850, go take it. Because
Yeah.
guess what?
But mate, so this is my thing. If Trindle's worth 8 to 900, what's Tyron Wishart worth?
Well, he's a mill.
Right? Right?
It's
I,
simple,
when I was like, flicking through and I saw that bit be clipped up from I think it was Channel
yeah,
9, and I'm like, 8 to 900, Joey. Like, what has Trindle
mate.
paid you to say that on national television? Because oh my goodness,
Yeah,
that's
do they
got
have
to
the
be
same
it.
manager or something?
Yeah, that maybe
It's
they
like,
do. Maybe they do because I'm like, come on, man. Like he's certainly played really good this year. And was he the starting half necessarily right at the start of the year?
well, he was starting half, and then obviously he had his off-field drama there for a little bit.
That's right. A couple of weeks
And
off. Yep.
that's where Atkinson came
Came in
into
for
the
a bit.
fold, and
Yep.
then Nico got injured. So
But I just
definitely
went,
worth.
he's had a great year. I'm not going to take that from him, but he's probably on like what, 3 or 4 at the moment. I don't think
Yeah, I think he's about that. Yeah, it
I
wouldn't
don't think
be
you
much
double
more.
I don't think you double his salary um
Yeah.
to near, upper echelon of players that
Well,
are near the seven figure mark.
the other thing he can listen to offers and not take any offers and try and back it up next year at the Sharks as well and have another blinder. Start this first 6 weeks red hot, then he could get more money. And
Yeah.
it all depends on do you take it now or go a bit more.
Yeah,
But
I don't see him going anywhere, do you?
only Brisbane. I think Brisbane might get desperate and overpay.
Okay.
So that's
Yeah,
what
right.
he's been linked with. I reckon they want him to overtake Reynolds in 2026.
So, see, that's if I'm him, I like he's running the team. I wouldn't be going up there to play reserve grade.
Well, no. So Reynolds will retire after next year,
Yeah,
and
but
he
I'm
takes
saying
this.
I'm saying so what would he get signed for 2025?
Well, he signed with the Sharks in 2025.
Oh, he already so this November 1 deadline is for
He's
26.
because
Righto.
yeah, he's because of he's got one
Sorry.
year under 1 year,
I get it. I get it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
and
Sorry.
Sharks
I mi
have said not going anywhere. Like we
I
don't
have
care.
I have misread that. So fair enough. Because I thought he was going next year.
No,
Righto.
no,
Okay. Yep. 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 Yeah. And okay. Yeah. Right. So definitely, I'd be sticking at the Sharks, hoping that you play really good, like you said, in the first 6 weeks,
that's
and
what I
then you
mean.
can
Trying to
and then you
yeah.
can really cement that
Do you
upper
take the
bracket.
money now or back yourself in more to get more? But I don't know.
I don't know. Don't know. Roosters Seagulls, pretty stock standard expectation there. Seagulls just I don't
I
know,
think
just didn't have much for me,
no,
for
they
my
didn't.
liking.
No, no. I think obviously Tommy's banged up. Obviously Cooler got knocked out, or
Actually, yeah,
Category One in the
that
first minute,
that first minute, yeah,
and then Jakey. Um, I think they just ran out of puff. I think they did good to beat the Dogs the week before, and then
mm,
I think, and as
I
as
reckon.
I said, I was never high on the Dogs, and it showed. I'm glad they lost three in a row, gone. Um, yeah, and I think Manly weren't ready to take that next step, especially like I didn't even know Cherry was playing. It was I'm watching the TV. I'm like, what is going on? Like, it's
Where
only
is he?
Tommy, and he's banged up.
Yeah,
Him and Olakau'atu, I can probably only say they're the probably two guys that gave it their all for the full 80
I'm
last
having a go.
weekend.
I think you're definitely right. Seagulls, we probably didn't have they wouldn't have been in the eight for much of the year, and then all of a sudden they just limp in.
Yeah.
Um, the game against the Dogs, I think, probably ruined them mentally, physically, emotionally,
Mm.
and we certainly know that there was a couple of players that were, undercooked or overcooked, maybe. Um, so it wasn't surprising to me to see them lose by 24, because
Mm.
I didn't think they'd get anywhere near the Chooks, to be honest. Especially after the Chooks, losing to the Panthers. I'm sure they wanted to make a statement, and they did. So,
Yeah.
do you want to look at this week's footy?
Yeah, mate. Well, not really much else add to the Roosters from last week, is it really? Teddy did his job.
Teddy's.
Center Smith stepped up. The forwards got the job done, really. So it's yeah, not too much. The result was really
It
set
was,
in
it was
stone.
it was to be
Is yeah,
expected, I think.
yeah.
Sticking with the Chooks, so they obviously play the Storm this week down at Amy Park. Both teams looking pretty standard,
I think
realistically.
so. I think well, Radley came back last week, so he'll be playing again. Um, I don't see unless there's big injuries, big yawn.
Yeah, sorry, mate. I just thought I'd put I don't know. Um,
Um, yeah.
I think, to be honest, look, I'm really interested to watch the Sharks Panthers game, but this is the game to watch for me. I think as far as excitement, arm wrestle, big forwards, physical. I think this is going to be the game to watch.
Mm.
I'm hoping that with all of that in mind, it doesn't turn into a bit of a bloodbath, either with mistakes, taking people's heads off, or one team running away with it because the other team runs out of puff.
I think it's going to go that way.
Yeah, you
Uh,
you think you think the Storm will just dominate?
See, it's tough because to say like I think they'll dominate the 80, but I don't think they'll dominate for the full 80. I like if it sort of makes sense.
No, it
Um,
doesn't. Explain it to me.
I think it'll be close for the first 30 minutes, and then I think Storm will get one or two tries. Then it just sort of sticks to that sort of 10 plus lead.
Yeah, okay.
Um, just that dominance to get the lead to then just to keep the lead with. I think the Roosters going to come out of puff. I think Teddy, as much as Teddy's probably had one of his best years ever, um, I
Mm.
just don't know if he can keep giving
Well,
them performances to elevate this Roosters side. You know what I mean? Like I just,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Again, they're looking at having to do three in a row, and I think we said this 2 weeks ago. Like the thing with the finals is how many games you have to perform in a row is really, really hard. And, the exact reason why the week off is so valuable, and the top two teams got the week off. Um, yeah, look, I'm tipping the Storm, but I'm really hoping that it is that physical arm wrestle type game. Because again, I reckon this is the game to watch this week.
oh yeah, definitely, definitely. I think if Roosters start like they did off against Penrith, oh, it'll be another scoreline that they got beaten by in the first week.
Yeah. Yeah. Roosters
Um,
almost need to score first, which they probably
yeah.
can. Which they probably can. I know the
They've got
Storm
the
sometimes.
players. Obviously,
Yeah,
they've
yeah.
got Dom Young, Manu, Tupu, Teddy, obviously Kiri still, but Radley. They've got
Some of
the
the tries,
youngest.
some of the tries last week, not that they were easy, but they came
Oh,
with
Sam
little
Smith just ran straight through them. You know what I mean?
straight
Like that's
through,
just easy to
little
kiss.
little
Radley,
little flick passes out to Dom Young with I can't remember whoever it was at center, pretty much almost wrapped up on the line, but
Manu. Mhm.
Man, yeah, Manu, right? But Manly just leaving that ball carrying arm
Yeah.
free. They weren't. You still got to work hard to score a try, but they weren't necessarily difficult. So
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to get the same response from the Storm. I think it's going to be a lot harder for them to score. What's your score line, do you think? We may as well pick a score, I reckon, as well.
Yeah. Um, Let me go. See it's tough. I don't think I'm gonna go too high to score, like be unrealistic. I'll probably go Melbourne 28, Roosters 14,
Yeah,
28,
yeah, yeah.
14.
I like that. I was just thinking in my head maybe like a 2010 score line, but also I think the Roosters are good enough to score more points than that. You know
Well,
what I
see,
mean?
that's why but I don't want to go like Storm 36, Roosters 24, because like fuck, that's 60 points. Like that's just
Yeah.
ridiculous.
And
Like,
again, I don't think in a game like this that you would necessarily see. So what do you say? 28-14. Yeah, I'm probably
yeah,
thinking maybe like a 24-16 or something. I
yeah.
reckon the Roosters can still score three tries. But as what happened to the Battlers on Monday, even scoring, three good tries, I don't think it's going to be enough for the Storm because they'll find a way to
Hmm,
score probably one or two
I
more.
think so, yeah.
Yeah. All
And
right.
Harry Grant is just like blitzing.
He's good. Harry Grant. He's
He's
really good.
coming right. That's a good time.
I'm gonna let you run the second game. Run us
Oh,
through
well,
run us through the second
mate.
game out at a core stadium.
Yeah, I'm glad it's not at Penrith because I think it would get ugly. If it was out at Penrith, I think it still might get ugly.
First of all, are
Um,
you going?
I'm in New Zealand, mate. I leave for New Zealand
Oh
tomorrow,
shit, of
actually.
course. That's why we're recording on a Wednesday. Yes, of
That's
course.
yeah.
So you're not ducking home to go to the game? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I might be ducking on the internet Monday morning to get
Yes,
tickets.
hopefully, hopefully.
Um, but mate, looking at the Penrith side, they've won to. Have they won to? I don't think that. I don't know if they won to 17 from quarterfinals. I don't know if Schneider was on the bench. He was on the bench, so they won to 17 from
Yeah, yeah.
the other game. Mate, sort of mail coming through this afternoon for my Sharkies that Ramian and Iro are both going to be ruled out. So it was a pretty difficult task with them in there.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, it'd be interesting to see
Who can
what
replace
they
those
do.
two centers?
We
That's a
you go
huge
Talakai.
loss.
Talakai won. So
Righto. Yeah, that's
um,
okay.
and then and this is the problem we've got Harodi and Stone Street on the extended bench. So
Stone Street in.
I'd have to probably go Harodi. I'd have to go to Harodi's bigger body for a center.
Well, I was thinking maybe Stone
So
Street in and then into center and move one of the
or
wingers
Atkinson.
to
We've got
center.
Atkinson. He can
He
Atkinson
can
can
play
play
center.
center,
He can play good
but
center.
he's a small body though, so I don't really want to
I would be
be
going
doing that.
defensive. I'd be going defensively minded if you have to replace
Well,
players.
that's why I think Harodi would be, and then we'd have to. Then I would bring Atkinson on the bench if we're doing that, just to
Yep.
change things up a little bit.
Yep.
But mate, I think it's going to be a tough test. I'm just glad we won a finals game. To tell you the truth, made the prelims, top four, made the final four. I think it's a pass. It, I don't know. And this is the I'm taking my Sharks jersey over to New Zealand. It's made the suitcase. I'll wear it with pride over there. It'll be a late night because obviously New Zealand's
Oh, it'd be 11. It'd
two
be
hours
11
apart.
o'clock. Yeah,
So the game will
10
start
o'clock.
at 10. Game will get 12, 12:30. It won't finish. I'm not complaining because I'll be sitting at a pub. Um, but yeah, it's going to be like pouring beers over myself because we win, or necking shots because we're losing by by a lot. And it doesn't help that we're
I
going with Penrith supporters as well. So like,
Oh, are you really? Jeez, that
yeah.
hurts. That's actually
See, it's like it's a catch 22. It's like it's
makes
going to
for a
be
fun
shit.
atmosphere.
It's going to be shit, or like if we're winning, you fucking better believe that I'll be face to face, sort of.
Who are the
Come
Panthers
on,
supporters? Who are they? Are they family friends or are they Nora's mates or
Nora's friends, yeah.
yeah, okay.
So,
So you can rev them up a little bit.
oh, 100%.
Yeah, good. Nice. Nice. Nice.
So yeah, it'd be interesting.
I'm thinking for this score line, unfortunately, it might be a 30-10 type operation to the Panthers.
Oh, I was going to go 40 to 10. So,
Holy dooly. I'm okay. I'm thinking if Panthers win, which I think they will, it'll be 30-10-ish. If the Sharks can really dig deep and fire, they win by two in like a 12-14 sort of
yeah.
game.
Well, I'll
And
do the two. I'll go 40 to 10 if Penrith win, and 16-12. We'll have to really play the best 40 minutes, or best 80 minutes.
the best
Don't want to
80
play
minutes.
40.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Um,
look, the other thing is, I think there's been enough games. Look, I know
we
Cleary
can
obviously
we can
makes a difference.
start it. Like if we start well,
Yeah,
we're a chance.
even if,
But we haven't
even
started well in the last few
yeah,
games.
yeah. So even if the Sharks aren't necessarily scoring tries, you just need them to be, up in Penrith's face. You need them to be,
Well,
digging deep on the line and just getting close and putting in a kick and even a couple of repeat sets. You don't care if you don't score for 25 minutes necessarily, because if they're
yeah.
getting close enough and if they're holding out Penrith, even if it's only to one try, I think that's still that's the aim. That's still a positive.
know it's old cliche, but I just want to see have a go, keep onto the ball, no, not many penalties, and if you still lose 30, 34, 10, and with like, not many penalties, not many knock-ons, that's just the class of Penrith
Yeah. See, I
shining
think
through.
I think that's one thing that probably the Sharks, similar to the Dragons, having them, is if they go up against one of those good sides and then all of a sudden they're dropping ball or they're throwing silly passes and or
Exactly.
they're missing simple tackles in the middle, all of a sudden what could be an okay game turns into a stinker and
Well,
you
the
lose by 40. Yeah.
second half of the Melbourne Sharks game,
Yeah,
they got tired
exactly right.
out, started losing ball, giving penalties away in Melbourne. You can't do that to Melbourne. You can't do it to Penrith.
Because
They'll just roll straight
all
through you.
you need to do is stay within a sniff. And if you can
Yep.
force the error from the other team, which I think the Sharks can do, if they can stay within a sniff, within a try, within a conversion, within 4 points, if they can stay
Yep.
within that sort of score line, as long as they put enough pressure on to force an error or take advantage of a lost ball or something. That's why I said I think they can win, 16-14 or 14-12 or something like in a tight one. But it's low percentage.
Oh yeah, it's under 10%.
Yeah,
And that's just being realistic. Like,
it is
I'm
what
not
it
going to
is.
sit here and go, I'm a Shark supporter, but oh, we're going to win. I'm not stupid. Like, I, I
Take
know
it.
what my team's capable of putting out on the field from week to week, and when it comes up to these good teams, you just don't have it.
We'll
Especially
see.
not this year against Melbourne. Well, we beat Melbourne, but they didn't have their stars.
Did you
Smacked
see?
by Penrith.
Did you see during the week that Sharks have not scored a point against Penrith since
Yeah,
2020, where they lost like 30-10 or something?
40, yeah, 40, 10, 30, 10. Yeah, I did see that.
Being held to nil. So
Not
I
good.
think one goal is score a point, even if it
Mm.
is, you know what? Give it a Nico. Let him kick a drop goal. Maybe set the tone with an early,
Maybe.
within 10 minutes. Just a drop goal. If you can't
Yeah,
if you can't cross the line, you know what? Just go for the one. Go for the one.
yeah.
I don't mind that.
Yeah,
Get a
well,
point.
any
Break the
point.
hoodoo.
Mate, losing 40-0, 10 seconds to go. Please field goal.
Hey,
40 to
hey, it's a
1.
point. A point's a point, and it helps out you for and against.
Yeah,
So we're looking at a Penrith Melbourne grand final, and we'll look into
yeah,
that a little bit further next week.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
Well, go
Maybe
the
not me.
Sharks. Go the
I'll
Sharks.
be. Oh no, sorry, I will be. I can because it'll be only a Sunday game, so I could push it on. We might have to do a Friday or Saturday.
We'll work it out. Don't worry about it. We'll work it.
Yeah.
Have you seen ticket prices for the grand final? I actually looked at it the other day with my brother-in-law. They're like
No,
starting
but
at like $200. I was
I
like,
do remember in 2016 when I got the tickets. I got the tickets the Monday before the grand final.
yeah,
I
okay.
think like I got pretty good seats. I think I paid 430.
Yeah, well, I was saying to my brother-in-law, I'm like, where are we going to watch this game together? He's like, oh yeah, probably. I said, why don't we just go? Let's have a look. So right up in the top of the stands is
Are
like
they
200
200 now?
bucks. Yeah, 200. I think it was like 190 or 180 or 200 something like that. And he goes, mate, I'm scared of heights. I'm not sitting up there. Far out, righto. So I go, righto, what's diamond look like? 400 and something like you just said, $420 or $410 or something. I'm like, do you want to go
Oh,
diamond? And he goes, how about we just watch it at home? I said, yeah, I think we just watch it at home, buddy.
oh, mate, Sharks. If the Sharks win, I'll drop 550, mate. Doesn't bother me.
If either of our teams were playing, he's a Broncos supporter, I'm a Dragons supporter. If the Dragons were there, I don't care. I'm going diamond. I might even get a
Yeah,
box, and let's see who wants to come on in the box, like whatever.
mate.
But
I'm one from grand final. So
hey, that's not bad actually. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I was just like, I suppose it's not really necessarily unrealistic, but I'm like, far out. They must do pretty well to pack that stadium of, whatever
oh,
it is,
it's
40,000 or
ridiculous. Like
60,000 or whatever it is. That's a lot
what
of
a
cash.
call.
Yeah, what is it? 40? No, or is that 80?
Oh, mate, it's 88,
80
90.
now. Yeah, yeah. I get confused between Accor and Allianz and I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Um, but yeah, considering like they'll have a round game there where you can get a ticket for like $60 or $50, I'm like,
Yeah,
then all of a sudden it's yeah. But yeah, so well, maybe we will go. You know what? If the Sharkies go, I will definitely consider it. If the Sharkies get through, I reckon if you need a mate, I'll put a I'll even put a blue jersey on.
that's true. Good friend, because coming from a Dragons fan, oh, let's go to a Sharks grand final. It's
Why not? Okay, I'll cheer for the
yeah,
Sharks. I'll cheer for Nico and Will Kennedy. I don't care.
yeah.
Oh, jeez. I thought you'd get excited about that.
Oh, so I think I'm more shocked.
Why? I'm just a fan of rugby league, mate.
No,
Um, I'm also though, I'm a fan of these guys. For anyone watching, the new shirt,
yeah,
you little ripper, go the Rippers. Um, the Live Golf, what was it? The Team Championship. Is that what it's called?
team
They call it
champion.
the
Yeah,
Team
yeah,
Championship. Wrapped up over the weekend. Friggin' Cam Smith and his boys. Love it.
yeah. Well, mate, just even before we talk about them, just through the first 2 days, or well, 3 days, the first 2 days, some of the big names just didn't get a role. Obviously, the top three seeded teams got a bye in the first day,
Mm.
so the Crushers, Legion, and the Rippers got a free pass. All the other teams played. Smash got eliminated. Talk got eliminated. Stingers got Cleeks. Unfortunately, they didn't do too well in there. The Ironheads
The Ironheads,
and
who have done sweet FA all
the
year.
High Flyers have done fuck
What
all
what were
because they beat. So the Ironheads beat Smash, but
hang on, 2024 standings. Let's just see. Let's go back a fraction. So I Ironheads did come last. Did we
yeah, they came
discuss
last.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, okay. So Ironheads and High Flyers came friggin' last. Um, like I couldn't believe it. So it was Crushers, yeah, Legion, Ripper, then Smash and Torquay were fourth and fifth. So the
mm,
Ironheads, High Flyers, Majestics were last, and then we've got the bloody Ironheads into the final. Unbelievable. Cleek's out in straight sets. That sucks.
yeah. It was a bit of a unfortunate thing, but yeah, and then even the Ironheads backing it up on day two, beating Flushers 3-0. Obviously Bryson just didn't fire. Well, none of them obviously did, but just yeah, crazy stat. Mate, on that Saturday, talking about Rippers, I'm going, fuck, they're done. Fuck, they were all losing, and
Well, they
then
got it.
Poog and Chikara both put balls in the water in their individual matches on 17, I think it is, the par three.
Yeah.
They both went a little long and a little right, bounced off the hill, bang, in the piss. And they both lost them holes to then go go down 18 um,
Yeah, and
to then finish
Herbie won
one
one
up,
up and Leash won on the
least
19.
one. Yeah.
That's a pretty big lift because um yeah, like even the Ironheads winning two up, one up, 3-1 for Nara and Gazuma, but like only just getting by. Whereas like you look at Legion against the High Flyers, Hatton won 5-4, Surratt and Vincent won 4-3. Like they're big
And
wins.
obviously, no John Rahm. He pulled out before the week. Unfortunately, he was sick. But Catlin, it's pretty good. He's just a subby and he takes it to the 20th hole.
Oh, he did a job.
And obviously he didn't have too much pressure on because the other games finished pretty early. So like
Mm.
he didn't have to try
Could
too
have,
hard to win 3-0. And you don't get anything for winning 3-0.
yeah, he could have given it away.
And
Yeah.
yeah, but no.
Yeah.
But then obviously in the final, the Rippers finishing 11 under, um, winning by 3 shots in the end. It was a bit
It
like
was
the last
tense.
5 holes was
Yeah, it was
crazy.
tense there. We
Absolutely
were
crazy.
we were sort of back and forth a little bit. What was that Monday morning? It's Monday morning.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, Monday
I'm
morning.
thinking Jonesy's just fucked up. He's just did a double and then gets
But
a
then,
birdie back and
yeah, the boy, yeah, he birdied back, and then Herbie went on a stretch for like 3 holes, and then I think I must have just gone to work, and then yeah, just to see that finish with a couple of birdies, and
mm,
mate, friggin', I think. I think it was good, especially with the introduction of um, the the tournament in Australia, like down at Adelaide.
mm,
We've got this Aussie team now. They're really building the Aussie tournament, and then to back it up with an Aussie win, like in the team, and Cam
mhm.
goes, "Yep, our team's going to be the same. We're still running that like that Aussie, sort of four blokes." I don't know. I just think that's good for world golf. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On the world
And
stage.
and Cam Smith said he's playing 4 times this
Yeah.
Australian summer.
And so I think that just sort of, I know lots of people are still shitting on Liv, but it's like, you know, they've still got a standing in world golf, and I
Yeah.
think it still also backs up Australian golfers and the quality that can come out of Australia. And like you said, they're coming back to. I think they're pretty much most of them are coming back to play New South Wales, the Oz PGA, the Oz Open.
Then
Yeah,
I think is it Brisbane? I think is it Brisbane that do the two? I think they Brisbane do the two.
yeah, the PGA and the Queensland PGA maybe. I
I
don't
think
know,
it's
something
something
like
like that.
that,
And then New
something like that.
South Wales and the Australian Open.
Yeah. So like,
Yeah.
and awesome that we're gonna get live championship winners like an ex
Mm,
world number one and
yeah.
two, three other blokes that are killing it. Yeah, it's mad.
Well, and obviously some of the other players will come out. Like obviously Neiman. Neiman won
Yep.
the Australian Open last year, so he'll want to come out defend his title there. Yeah, it'd be interesting. I did see. I was going to bring up after that an interesting PGA player is playing in the international series that is gets qualified points for live. So it's a bit of an interesting one, and I've seen that today.
Who was that?
Justin Rose, you don't just play
Oh, okay.
PGA and DP to then play international series. That's
Yeah, okay.
you don't just play that right
I
out of
also I also
out of the
saw
blue.
I can't remember where I saw it. They're really trying to build that international series, sort of like the pathway to live. They're
Well, yeah, it is obviously with the number one. So I think Catlin, I think he is first overall in that, so he will get a spot on a team that
okay.
will have a thing, and then they'll do their promotional series with the people that dropped out to gain their spots back. But yeah, it's interesting to see what will happen. Obviously with the DP tour as well,
Hmm.
they let I don't know what tournament it is, but they've let them play in it, and there's going to be like 15 of the world's best from Live playing in that tournament as well. So after 2 years or 2.5 years of Live, things are definitely starting to change.
Look, we've been saying, and I think it's coming. Um, the there's been a lot more talk recently too of this PIF partnership thing and like all those things. You mentioned it at the top, maybe even just before we started, with the PGA Tour and the Ryder Cup being open to live players
Yeah,
now.
well,
Not,
PGA America.
yeah, sorry. Um, but opening up for live golfers, and that's going to mean that they're going to have access to more of the majors, but also for the Ryder Cup, which I think makes freaking sense.
I think they did it for the Ryder Cup. I don't think they necessarily didn't really do it for them to come back and play the PGA. I think they looked at the last Ryder Cup and went,
Not as good.
not as good. Obviously, they Brooks got there because he got auto.
Hmm.
Um, so I think they've said, look, Bryson's in good form. Oof. You've got some of the
So
other guys here that need to be in consideration.
correct me if my thinking is wrong. Does that also apply to the European two players into the
Well,
European
no.
team?
So
No,
no. So DP,
because that's
that's D
DP.
that's DP.
Because it's PGA versus yeah, okay.
Then
I wonder what the
so this
stance will
is
be
what
there then.
John. Well, you got to play a minimum of four DP tour tournaments,
Hmm.
and then have enough points to qualify. So they don't just go off any system. You got to actually have enough points to be recognised to
Yeah.
be picked. So that's why John Ramos is playing the Spanish Open, but they're sort of saying, I think they're holding off a little bit. I don't know, because he doesn't want to pay his fines and stuff like that.
Yes, 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 yes. Okay, because like John Rahm and Joaquin Neiman, far out to not have those blokes in. Um,
Well, he can't. Neiman can't play though.
well,
Well, he's
is
not
he South?
European.
Isn't he Spanish as well? No, he's Mexican. The other bloke, someone else in his team's Spanish. Or am I? No, I'm thinking of the fireballs. Sorry,
Sergio.
I'm thinking of Sergio. Thinking of Sergio.
I'm thinking
Oh, I just I
They
cooked
wouldn't play Poog.
I cooked that. I cooked that. Sorry.
I'm thinking unless I'm missing something.
No,
I
no,
swear
no,
he's not
no, no.
Spanish.
Stuff that.
He's Chilean. He's Chilean.
Easy Chilean. Yeah. Okay. There you
Chilean.
go.
Chilean.
Whatever.
Sorry.
Um. Okay. I cooked that. But Johnny Rahm,
Yeah.
how they can't have him in there when he left bloody
Hatton down. You know,
Yeah, Tyrrell Hatton. Yeah, that's true.
he did
Actually,
very good.
he's going pretty good. Um. Yeah, anyway, we'll see how they go. As long as they can give him a couple of entries into a few tournaments and they can go okay, I think that's what they
Yeah,
got to be doing. But anyway,
100%.
yeah. Um. Well, we'll probably be talking more golf over the summer because, like you said, we got some big names coming out. So yeah,
He'd be good.
yeah.
It's a shame nothing's. Well, where's the New South Wales Open actually?
Can't be too far away. Pretty sure they were doing qualifiers. I saw some stuff about
I did see.
qualifiers over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah,
Our mate Justin Warren was out playing in one, I think, down at Wollongong. It's
yeah.
generally, I think, an October event off the top of my head.
Murray Downs Golf and Country Club, Thursday the 14th to Sunday the 17th.
October.
Yeah, sorry, October. No, November. November.
Oh,
Sorry.
November. Jeez, I was going
Um,
too early.
where the fuck's Murray's Downs? To
Murray Downs. The maybe like the. It's not the Hunter, is it? No. Hmm. Don't know. Come on, give us something.
is it?
How long does the Samsung take to get answers?
It's Swan Hill. So it's in Victoria.
Are
Is
you
it not
looking at the
Victoria?
right event? Is that a qualifier? Hang on. Did you type in? Are you talking New South Wales Open? Is that what we were talking about? Or no?
Yeah, 2024 New South Wales Open. Murray Downs Golf and Country Club.
It does. It does say that at the top of the thing. Event info.
Then,
Let me have a look. Hold the phone, battlers. Yeah,
oh,
it does say
it's
it's in Murray Downs.
Murray Downs. So that's
Where
oh,
the
so you got
fuck's
it's near the border. It's right on the fucking border.
yeah, righto.
So
Down
that's why
near
I'm
the down
going
near the Murray River, probably.
down near the Murray. Yeah. So Swan Hill's the first town. I bet you people are going to be staying in
So
Victoria for a
that's
New South
that
Wales
is
tournament.
that gold mining country, maybe. Swan Hill, gold mining country, potentially. I'm thinking
They
back
do
to
horse racing there. I know
they
that.
do what? Horse
They
racing.
do horse racing. I know
Let
that.
me look this up. Swan Hill gold mining. Surely I'm on something here. Gold Rush. Gold Rush student tours to Swan Hill. I'm on fire there.
Beautiful.
That's big from
Beautiful.
me. That's big. Learn
Oh,
about the
they got
gold rush era.
the giant Murray cod there. I don't know if you
Ah, the
saw that.
cod. Do some fishing. Cam Smith be interested in that. He loves a bit of a fish. Him and Leash probably go for a fish.
Tell you what, it doesn't look like that bad of a course, obviously. It's interesting.
So middle of November. Righto.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, but before that, President's Cup starts this weekend, H. So
Does,
that's
mate.
U USA versus the world is the President's Cup for those following along at home.
Excluding Europe.
Not Europe, because I already do the rider, right? So the rest
Yes.
of the world, rest of the world. Um, I had the team here.
Mate, I
Have you
did.
got it?
I got the team. I got the team here, mate. Jim Furyk is the USA captain, or the US team, sorry. And he has got Scotty Scheffler, Xander Schauffele, Colin Morikawa, Wyndham Clark, Patrick Cantlay, Sahith Theegala, Keegan Bradley, the next Ryder Cup captain, Sam Burns, Tony Finau, Brian Harman. He's shit. How the fuck did he get picked?
I don't know how he keeps getting picked, and he's a
He's an
loser.
ugly motherfucker. Jeez,
Jeez.
we've just doubled down on him, haven't we?
So,
We just
s- sorry, Brian. But
yeah, fuck it.
he's the bloke that takes like 4 minutes to hit a ball, isn't he? Him and
Yeah,
Cantlay.
yeah. And
Oh,
Clark. I think he waddles a little bit, doesn't he, as well?
I can't
Um,
stand that. Get up and hit it.
Mac,
Anyway,
and then I got Max Homer. He's in a bit of form. I don't know if he'll play much.
did you get
And
Russell Henley?
Russell Henley. He's
Yeah, okay.
uh, he's another one.
Maxi Homer not playing well at all. Has not
No,
done anything.
unfortunately, we love the guy, but yeah,
He's in a slump.
big
Um,
slump.
international team is Captain Mike Weir. I like the
Yep.
captain's assistants. Ernie Els, one of the greats. Jeff Ogilvy,
He's
one
done
of the
very good. Yeah, all
Aussie
time.
greats.
Mhm.
Camilo Villegas. I used to love him growing up. You see him line up a putt.
No.
Okay, so he gets like out like a spider. He used to get his arms out like this. He'd get down real low. He'd have his legs like he'd almost just lower himself
Oh,
down into
yes,
like a
yes,
push up position, like with
yes,
arms
yes,
out.
yes, yes. Now I
I
know
used
who you're
to
talking about.
I used to love that, and he was sponsored
Yeah.
by Cobra, mad, and Trevor Illman. I don't mind Trevor Illman either. Let's have a look at these names here. Have you got it or have I got it?
I've got him.
Ben Arn. Jesus, I can't do that last name. Bezuda.
Mate, do you want
Bezudenhout.
to go in order?
Yeah, go on. Well, I've got this order here. You go. What order have you got?
I've got Hideki Matsuyama,
Oh, I'm going
Sung,
alphabeticals.
Sung JM, our own Adam Scott, Tom Kim, Jason Day, Byong Hunan, Christian Bezutten,
Bezu-
Bezutten.
Bezuden. Yep.
I
And
think
the
is he
rest?
South African?
I think so.
Um, Corey Connors, Mackenzie Hughes, two Canadians, Siwoo Kim, Minwoo Lee, another Aussie, and Taylor Pendrith. Never heard of
Who's
him.
Taylor Pendrith? Where's he from?
Is he like a special exemption or something like him and Russell Henley?
He's probably a Canadian. Minwoo Lee, big lift for Minwoo Lee. Coming off probably a disappointing Olympics campaign. I think he needs something here in the team format. Good to see Adam Scott and Jason Day. A little resurgence from Jason Day in recent months.
Mm.
Um, can they beat Team USA?
Well, what's the
Yes they
format?
can. Oh,
What's
they'll
the
play.
format?
I don't know. Uh,
Is it like Ryder Cup, four ball, four ball,
they'll do a combination. They'll play foursomes. They'll do four
alternate?
ball best ball. They'll do individual. I think it's a pretty
Well,
similar.
individual will be last day, like obviously like
Yeah,
Ryder Cup.
I'm pretty sure
Mm. So
information.
you think they can get the job done?
I definitely think they can
I I,
because
I want to
if
see the format. I think that's what makes me.
I don't know, like I said this to you, golf websites are so shit. Like just have an information page that tells us the stuff that we want to know. Fan guide, that might help. Ultimate fan guide, blah, 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 blah. Schedule of events. Here we go.
They got to get 15 and a
Uh,
half points
round
to
one
win.
matches. Round one matches are a four ball. So that'll be
Hmm.
2-on-2, best score. Blah, blah, blah. Friday. Round two matches, foursomes, which is alternate shot. So if H and I were playing together, I would hit the tee shot, H would hit the next one, I'd putt it in, and then H should tee off on the next hole. Like that, I just gave us a birdie. Round three matches, four ball. So again, is just best score. Round four, foursomes. And then round five matches are the singles at the end. So yeah, it's the same. It's the same sort of setup as the Ryder.
Um,
The combinations for me for the international team will be very important, and I don't know whether they'll change it
yeah.
up too much. They might just.
If it works, it works.
I would pick and stick because a couple of those guys, like the Canadian guys, probably play together. Some of the Asian guys probably know each other
Well,
really
you'd
quite
you'd
well.
probably put Siwoo and probably Tom Kim together. Them boys are, would be pretty tight. Um, see, then do you put a Hideki with Cam Scott? I mean, Adam Scott.
Maybe. Do you put
Like,
Hideki with Minwoo Lee? Do you put Hideki with Jason Day? Bit of flair, bit of
yeah.
tenacity, bit of
Or
I don't know.
do you put Min Woo with a Tom Kim or a Siwoo? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
maybe a couple of young guns. Yeah, maybe.
mm,
I don't know. That'll be the hard bit for Mike Weir is trying to get those combinations right and who
mm,
can complement each other. Look, they're all professional golfers, so they can complement each other, but it is actually important on how you feed off each other, especially when you're playing
yeah,
foursomes, man. If you're playing alternate shot and you're not you you got to be tight with someone if you're playing alternate
yeah.
shot.
Well,
Like,
it's funny you say that because I've seen a video today, a YouTube video with Grant Horvat, played
mhm.
Tony Finau in a 1v1, and he was talking about what's one of your like craziest stories that you've sort of never told, and he goes back in 2018 or 2020 when it was the Ryder Cup. He played in his first Ryder Cup in the
Mm,
Paris, so I think it was 2018. Um, and then him and Brooks were in the first group for the first day. And then Tony said to Brooks, "Oh mate, you can have the first tee shot. Like you've been here before." And Brooks goes, "No, you can have it." Tony goes, "No, no." And Brooks walked up to him and goes, "You're hitting the first fucking shot. Like full, just you're doing it." And then he's like, "Rightio, like that's trust." Like my first Ryder Cup, sort of daunting. And then that night when they did obviously they had a team meeting, they found all the teams. He goes, at the end of it, Tiger Woods came up to me. He didn't say like have a go. He just walked up to me and said, "Don't fuck it up." And then he just turned away and started walking. He goes, like,
it's
how crazy
intense.
is that? Like, it's intense. And he goes, you walk to the first tee box, you got 10,000 people absolutely just going nuts. And then you start to take your practice swings and you're about to hit, and then it just goes, you can hear a pin drop. He goes, everyone just goes quiet.
I
And he
couldn't do
goes,
it.
oh, I'd hit the ball, I'd probably shank it. And he goes, oh, like obviously in that first hole in Paris, it's very daunting with the water on your left.
Yeah,
And if you
yeah,
go
yeah, yeah.
wrong, he goes, I hit a club, one club behind that I would usually would. And he said the adrenaline took me to that same club. And he goes, I nearly put in the water off the
Oh,
first. And he goes, when it was in the air, all I could think was,
sit.
don't fuck it up. He goes, like Tiger Woods just running through his mind of, of that. Like imagine that just, and back then, he's a, you know, one of the best, just walks up to you, don't fuck it up. And then he said he just turned around and kept walking, didn't say another word to him, just
I'd
walked
crumble.
away.
I'd crumble. I'd
Oh,
crumble. If that's Tiger's last words to me, I'm just going,
yeah.
great. Guess who's hitting a duck hook into the water off
Oh,
the first?
100%.
Me. You know what? Let's go the second, guys. You're one up. That's
Mm.
what I'd almost be doing.
But unfortunately, I think I'm going to go with Team America.
Yeah, I think so.
But I think, well, you need 15 and a half. I think they'll only get 16 and a half, 17. So I don't think we'll be.
There'll be plenty of points. Pardon me. Holy dooly. There'll be plenty of points that the international team will get, I reckon.
Yeah,
They'll
definitely.
get
It's
some
one of
good
the better
wins.
ones.
Yeah, I like the team.
One,
Couple of
yeah,
like that. What was his name? Taylor Pendrith or something? No idea. But I
yeah.
think the rest of the team have been playing pretty good.
Mm,
So yeah. Um, I can't remember if we had anything else on the list.
not really. Oh, the other Swannies. Sydney Swans playing their AFL Grand Final down in
Yeah.
Melbourne. Katy Perry. Um, Halftime performance.
Who have we got for the grand final again? Someone shit.
Sydney Swans versus Brisbane Lions.
Yeah. And then who have we got performing at the NRL grand final? Because you just
Oh,
mentioned Katy Perry.
Kid Leroy.
Kid
But he's
Leroy,
not too
that's
bad.
right. Yeah, no, I think we've missed the mark there. Katy Perry's way bigger.
Well,
Sydney
you
Swans,
say
Brisbane Lions. Yeah.
you say we miss the mark. When don't we?
Yeah,
Like
that's
when? Sorry, when do we hit the mark?
we never hit the mark.
Um, no, no.
You gotta go something you gotta go something bold. Like
You know what they should have done?
talk
Even
to
though
me.
I fucking hate it. I don't like him. I don't like the music. Get Luke Combs or something like that. Luke Combs or whatever. Get like I don't know, or Coldplay. Coldplay are over here in November. You can get it. They're playing shows in Sydney. Get them. Like,
Yeah. If you again, you're paying $300, two, three, $400 a
you got
ticket
the money.
on grand final day. Like you said, 80,000. There's a bit of cash there. Hey, I'll give you the tip,
Yeah.
NRL. There's a bit of cash there.
Yeah.
Anyway, no,
Well, going off very rogue. Did you
go
get Luke
Rogue.
Combs tickets, mate?
Nah, well, I am trying to convince my sister-in-law and brother-in-law to sell us two that they got. So I think we're pretty good. I think we're good, but I didn't even try, man. I wasn't wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. It only like they only
Mm.
he only told us a couple of days before. I didn't have any money.
I'm going. I got tickets.
Oh yes, go the H. You deserve that. It's the best.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe you can't get behind it. That sort of music
Oh
would
fuck, I'll
suit
never
you
get behind
would
it.
suit you to a T.
Mm. You think?
You've you've now gone too deep with that. Nah, I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna hate it.
Oh,
You can't
100%. Yeah.
you can't
I
get you
can't.
can't
No,
get
I
behind
can't.
it
No,
now.
no,
No, you can't
no,
change your
no,
mind
I can't.
because then
No.
you just look silly.
Yeah, no, I've got to dig the heels in further.
Double down
Um,
on it, don't you? Yeah. Well, look, you've probably only got maybe 2 more years of it, and then you go, it's growing on me. It's all right now.
Mate, it's been popular for 2 years now, 3 years.
That's what I mean. So I think you've got in 2 more years' time. Yeah, it's not too bad.
You see, I'm not the person to like get angry when it's on. Like as you know, like I'll
Like
sit
our
there.
other mate that carries on a
Yeah,
treat. Yeah,
yeah. Like I'll sit there and if people put it on, I'll sit there and listen to it. But I'm not like
you're not getting excited. You're not putting it
yeah,
on in the SS.
yeah. I'm just like that. Absolutely not.
Oh,
So
well, Luke Combs tickets. Good. I'll see you there then. Maybe that'd be good.
yeah, what day would you go?
I think we're trying to get the Saturday, maybe.
I think I got Friday.
Don't know. But
I've got time to
bloody
get out.
Green Day tickets come out this week too. I didn't get Green Day tickets either. So mate, there's too many. There's too many
Where
things.
are they playing at?
Everything's. That's a great
Kiosk?
question. Yeah, I think it's not called Kudos at the moment, is it? It's called something else. I think
Oh,
they
is it?
changed it. I think they changed the name
Oh,
again.
again?
I could be wrong.
Really?
I'm gonna look it up right now. But mate, all these tickets, same thing. Like they're they're three, four, $500. Like
That's
that's
kudos.
it's still kudos, mate. Well, they must be playing somewhere different then. I can't remember. Anyway,
Who did you say?
um,
Green Day?
Green Day. They were playing at some entertainment center. I thought
2024 or 2025?
Green Day tickets. Let's have a look. I would like
2025.
I would like to go to Green Day. That would be good.
Where's the last time they came out? Jeez, we've definitely gone rogue, haven't we?
NG Stadium. Which one's that now? Sydney Olympic Park, NG Stadium. What's NG?
Oh, that's GWS's where they do the Easter show and stuff like that. You know, where they do the motocross at the Easter show and
Ah, I saw
um
NG and I thought, geez, if they renamed Kudos, but I didn't say that it was a stadium. I thought it must. I thought it was like NG bloody entertainment or something. So
that, or
where's?
if they're playing in the pavilions, they could be playing in the pavilion.
Oh yeah, okay,
Where they do the the show bags, right?
yeah, right. Geez, that might not be too bad. Maybe I will look into it. That's in March. Maybe I will. Hmm. Anyway, there you go. A little bit of music chat there. Nice, good on us.
Yeah.
We deserve that. But let's enjoy the semi-finals this weekend. We want the
Mhm.
Sharks to win. We do. We want the Sharks to win for the down the middle.
Yeah.
Um,
Not going to happen, but just
yeah, but
keep pushing.
not with that
Well,
attitude, mate. You got to be
ah,
positive.
fucking realistic. Because you know what? When I get no, because you know why?
Why?
Because I get my hopes up, right? And they play fucking shit and they crush me.
And then you get cranky. Yeah, yeah,
And
that's
then I
fair.
get
Yeah, okay,
if I
okay.
think we're gonna if I think we're gonna lose and we lose, oh, still. Like, I've seen it coming.
Oh,
But
spewing.
like yeah, I don't want too
Yeah,
high hopes because yeah,
yeah. You just don't want to be let down again.
exactly. Yeah, exactly right. 100%.
Actually, before we leave, can we officially? Because I want to just make sure that you know that it's not just Benji's fault, but it's a problem. Five competitions the Tigers came last in. Well, what's Harold Mats now? Is that 16s or 17s now? 15s. I don't know.
Or
But it was
they came last in
Harold
that as
Mats,
well.
Harold Matt. What this is what I saw. I could be wrong, but this is what I saw. Harold Mats, SG Ball,
New South
the
Wales.
New South Wales Cup, the NRLW, and the NRL came last in all five competitions. That is not good.
Mm. Yeah, it's not, is it? It-
Because that tells us that your professional teams are shit and your what do you call it?
and
Like
usually
you
they got very good development, like
yeah,
yeah, youths.
not anymore. So
But
no
like
one wants
my
to play for the
Sharkies, mate,
Tigers.
we're in four finals this
That's
week, but we'll probably lose all four. But as you know what I mean, like the women are in a
who do the,
slump.
who do the girls play? Who do the girls
I think
play?
they versed Brisbane. Did they come first or the Roosters?
Don't know. Brisbane
Brisbane.
Brisbane won.
Brisbane by 6 points. Um, differential points. So
So you play against the Bronx. It'd be tough.
we lost to them.
Sharks can beat the Broncos in the women's
We
comp.
only lost to them on the buzzer 2 weeks ago. So
Yeah, I reckon they can win that.
a totally workwear stadium. It's in Queensland.
And then the Jets, it's in Brisbane. Then the Jets are playing in the grand final this week. Is that right? In the knock-on effect.
Yeah,
Jets,
Yep.
Jets and Bears.
So
I like that. That's throwing it back. That's old school.
yeah.
And
So
then
obviously to have a shot next week in the state finals or the state versus state.
yeah, what's it called?
Um,
State championship or something.
yeah, and then obviously our I think Jersey flag or I think some one of them
Is it Jersey
for the
flag or is it
Sharks.
is it SG ball?
SG, but whatever
Right.
one it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they beat
Good
Canberra
on
or something
good
like that.
on the Sharks.
We always do good, but we until we get to the finals and then it fucking
You hate finals, don't you?
yeah. We'd be a very successful club if it
If it
just
was just regular season stuff, and maybe like one week of the first,
yeah.
well, let's just make it regular season from now on. Don't worry about finals. Just play to the end, and that's it.
I'll take it.
Take a fourth,
Definitely
that'll
take it.
do, and then you don't have to lose two more games after coming
Mhm.
fourth. Yeah.
Definitely. So
All right. On that note, battlers, that's us.
easy.
H,
I'm gonna go
uh,
pack.
have fun in New Zealand, buddy.
I will.
Go.
Definitely will.
Yeah. Have you not packed yet? You going tomorrow, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll leave it to.
Okay. Go and pack, buddy. Off you go.
Will do.
See you, mate.
See ya.